I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. Whoa, I need you to survive. 'Cause without you by my side, I can't survive. I need you to survive. 'Cause without you by my side, I can't survive. And this can be the end. I won't just settle for being your friend. Our broken bond is not too late to mend. But what can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. She said, boy, I want you to walk right, so I can give you one more chance. You're only living in your damn head. Without you by my side, I can't survive. I need you to survive. Without you by my side, I can't survive. Cause without you by my side, I can't survive.
Hi, everybody. How are we doing today? Hi, Emo, Ali, aka Tina, Fairy Nymph, Cocoa Bean, Brienne. Oh my gosh. How is everyone doing today? Like, I know I saw some of y'all earlier from my little itty bitty small pop up live that I did in the middle of the day, but I hope y'all have been having a good time. I hope y'all have been having a good day. However, y'all have been, I hope y'all are ready for aliens. Missing planes, trains, automobiles. I mean, I don't know if we have trains and automobiles down there, but planes and ships and especially aliens. Hi, Bubbles! Are we still working on our fairy doors? I hope we are, because we always seem to be. Hello, hello! I'm so excited for today. Are y'all excited for today? Because I know I am. Yeah, I'm ready for aliens too, because you never know. Armando! Hello, hello! Yoo-hoo! I hope everyone's doing good. We are going to be having a great day, a good time. I got my list of shit, as we always do. I hope everyone has grabbed their favorite vanilla Coke or Diet Pepsi or the such. If y'all want to have your own cherries, the maraschino ones are in the cart to the left. I did provide for all of y'all who are your cherry lovers, but you are good. I do have those provided. I don't discriminate. I just don't partake in myself. Yeah, so yahoo! Also, remind me not to fall asleep at a foodie reading. LOL. I had a nightmare. One of the dogs I took care of got ran over next to me. Ollie, no! Yeah, do not ever fall asleep during a foodie reading, please, and thank you. Those, depending on the reading, I cannot guarantee the safety of your dreams. Yay! And Brienne, the Brittany Mahomes reading is actually just a members only reading that is available for the Sunbeams. So that is the video that's coming out here for April, and then I'll also have another one coming up for members only as well. A couple more videos, specific videos just for them. So we have got there. Yeah, we're going to be looking at aliens. We're going to be looking at more mermaids. We're going to be looking at portals as well, because I'm curious. Because there's also the thing called the Michigan Triangle, which is also very similar to the Bermuda Triangle, just in the thingamabobber of the Great Lake of Michigan. So I am excited. Now, before we do get started, I hope everyone remembers there is complimentary tinfoil at the door. I hope you grabbed yours before you came in. For all of our cherry lovers, again, like I said, they're at the cart. And I am super excited for tonight's reading. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. I am so excited. So yes. So, yeah, and I can also read on the Great Lake. That might be a completely separate reading. And the Alaskan Triangle, too. Yes, I don't know if we'll get to those tonight, but I'm going to write them on my list of stuff because I have a list started of more cool things going on, because we can definitely take a look at the Alaska Triangle. Ooh, and we can definitely take a look at the Michigan Triangle as well. And those might be in some separate videos. So, ooh, we got the Dr. Pepper cream soda today. You know what I have, because I'm basic like that? I have decaf coffee from the store brand decaf coffee. That's going to get me through today, because I don't try and drink caffeine after 4 o'clock. Save me. So that's what I have going for me. So yeah, and we can I do have a separate video planned just for angels as well as mermaids. So we're going to be doing another live. One of the lives in May, I know for sure, is actually going to end up being on just the different types of angels and what they're kind of representative of and the such. Bubbles, you're crazy. Like, you're drinking full caffeine coffee, and I'm like, I can't do it, otherwise I'm gonna be up till 2 in the morning. You have to have your dinner caffeine? Oh my gosh. You see, I was that way. I still kind of am that way some days. I'm trying to not be. It's only when I go to my folks' place when I drink caffeine after 4 o'clock p.m. and I'm like, this is a horrible idea. And I sleep like shit every time. And yes, Fairy Nymph, we're going to be going into fairies as well, because I love... Y'all, the amount of fairies I have in my place, I love them. So, I have to be stronger. Picked up that there... Ooh! Mini portals. Ha ha ha. Spoken like a true Capricorn, lol. Which one of us is the true Capricorn? I am not a true Capricorn, but I do have a Capricorn moon, so I try. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and yeah, this is gonna be good. After dinner. Ooh. You have to have coffee before bed or you can't sleep. Oh, you good? You good? Yeah, you're fine, Bubbles. Oh, righty. So, guys, I have questions, or I should say, we more have stuff. But bye. I hope you have a good time. We are always here for the replay gang. For those who are here or who aren't here, we're probably gonna be here for a couple hours. So if you come in and then you come back later, we're probably still gonna be here and having a great time. So the big things that I have for today. Also, the tally marks. The tally marks are completely different. uh, Wait, you think Bobby Mackey's just burned down? Well, we gotta look at that. I'll add that to the list. Ooh, boy. Bobby Mackey's. I did not know that it recently burned down. Interesting. I'll have to take a look at what that place is, or what it was, and the such. Okay, so I have our list of stuff that we're going to be going through today. And a lot of it is going to be, so like there's the missing plane incident back in the 1950s. All these planes just went missing. MIA. Gone. Blah, blah, blah. We're like, what the heck? What happened? And then we're going to have, we're definitely going to take a look at portals in that area, alleged portals. What is this area? What is this? Da, 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 da. I also just want to get like a general energy of the area as well. Sidebar Q, Will Rogers, and the park. What? Huh. We got lots of stuff going on. We got a lot of portals and things. And I know I've started doing like a whole big series as well. Sidebar Q Will Rogers. I'm just trying to get everything put together. Do sidebar Q. Sidebar Q. Will Rogers. Okay, got it. Right, and the park. Oh, we could look at Loch Ness too. I'm just doing all, you guys are giving me so many cool ideas. I am so excited. Again, I've been doing a lot of, as you guys have known, if you guys haven't checked out my newest reading, I just did a reading on the Amityville horror house. If y'all want to go check out that reading, that was super fun. Maybe after this one, but what the heck? Y'all are coming up with these really weird, awesome, cool things that I want to know more about, but at the same time, I'm like, my list of stuff. So we're going way deep dive. We do have too much to go through. One day we might have to just go live and be like, y'all, I'm gonna grab a whiteboard and we're going to whiteboard out all the readings that y'all want to see and like organize them, put them all together. Because honestly, we could probably sit here for 2 hours and just put ideas on a board and get stuff. So, honestly, yeah, we might just have to do it like what sort of weird paranormal wacky shit do we want to take a look at in this world? And we could probably get a whole ass whiteboard of stuff. So, but with that, yes, Cocoa Bean, yeah, thank you for the suggestion. I did do it. Oh my gosh, I had a lot of fun with that reading. I had Bubbles, you take that back. We are not playing Choosy. I can't. You want to? Do you want to like make me cry, Bubbles? Like, no, please no. Oh, the catacombs. Y'all are starting. Y'all, the catacombs. Yes, Armando, I am gonna have to set up like I need to get like a whole thing for the angels because I'm super, super, super. Yes, the killing stones. Yeah, I that's on my list too because oh my gosh, no, 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 no. We are not playing Choosy, y'all. Y'all, we are not playing Choosy. Y'all can't pay me enough to play Choosy. I will shut the stream off if you guys make me play Choosy. Okay? Okay? Because if I gotta play Choosy, then y'all gotta play Choosy. Because I'm not playing this alone. Y'all gotta do it with me. And I don't know if y'all wanna play Choosy with me. Sure. Um That's what we got. Oh, I will threaten right back. Y'all want to play Choosy? Fine, we're playing Choosy my way. And I don't know if y'all want to play it my way. And if anyone is asking what the heck is Choosy, welcome to the ALR verse, the Amber verse. It is a game where I will make you choose your most absolute favorite game or your most absolute favorite thing. And you know what the best part about it is that you have to make sure that like what your favorite thing is actually my favorite thing. You have to read my mind. Okay? And you know what? That's not easy to do. So, again, I would never do that to you guys, but oh my gosh. Yeah, she is a whole. Benton. Oh gosh. Armand, yeah, you. Oh no, AKA Tina. No, no, no. Choosy. Okay, so just a quick lowdown of what actually Choosy is. Choosy is this game that Amberlynn Reed, she's a creator here on YouTube, made for her to play with her partners. So she got like 1,000 stickers or thousands and thousands of stickers or croc charms, and she would sit with her partner sometimes for days to have them go one by one, pick by pick, what is your favorite charm? And it's not like you could just go and like have 10 in front of you and pick like one out of the 10 or one out of like the hundreds that would be. No, you have to sit down and it would be like, I'm just going to grab these. It would be like, okay, so you have to, which one of these black stones? So it's like, or like all of these too. So it's like, I can just say, hey, I want you to pick your favorite stone out of all of these, and I would just pick up this one, and I'd be done. No, you have to go through and be like, okay, so out of out of these two, which one's your favorite? This one. Okay, so that one goes to the side. Okay, out of these two, which one is your favorite? This one. Okay, that goes to the side. Out of these two, which one's your favorite? This one. That goes to the side. And then you would have to go here and then pick up which one's your favorite? This one. Then that would go to the side. And then it would be like, okay, which one out of these ones do you like the most? This one. And then that one would go to the side. And then this would be the one that your absolute most favorite sticker or rock ever. That is Choosy in a nutshell. I thought I would demonstrate it for you so because you guys can then figure out what the heck this kind of mental torture game is. There you go. Tina, don't do it. Tina, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I hope y'all enjoyed my simplified version of Choosy. Now, please don't ever bring it up again unless you want me to scream my head off. Oh, yeah, Armando. Yeah, it's we've asked, we shall explain in simplified terms, and away we go. Emma, why'd you gotta say that? She did have a crystal face. I'm sure she did. Yes, yes. The croc charms, stickers, journals. No, Tina! Tina, no! Tina, if you're going to get into it, here's how I got into it. You go to a channel called Apathetic Facts, and you start there because it's simplified, short clips of what you just need to know and nothing else. Go there, or if you really like lives, go to Oh Lordy, It's Jordy. It's a lot, Or if you want to get started on his content that's like maybe not so intense, go to a channel called Jordy's Curved Thumb, which takes all these long ass lives and condenses them down to like 30 minutes. Yeah, so that's what I would, if you really, 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 really want to get into it, that's where I would start with ALR and then her snark subreddits. So, ooh, Amazon for the win. So, yeah, how was my day going, Brian? I mean, it's going. Like, I worked this morning, and then I did the live, and then I had to do a bunch of cleaning and stuff around the apartment. And now I got another live, so aka Tina, don't ever go watch her on her own. Hi. Well, hey California, welcome. I'm glad you're able to join us, and I'm glad you've been enjoying all the videos. So, I hope you've been having a good time with that. I'm glad you've been enjoying the channel and all the videos and everything. There can be a lot to go through initially, so, but I try and like break it up into sections if you like certain things or more things than others. So welcome everyone. Say hi to California for joining us here in chat. So all right, are y'all ready? We're gonna take a look at this general energy of the best, the most wonderful Bermuda Triangle. So first things first, though, remember everything I'm saying is all alleged, for entertainment purposes only, no facts, my opinions. And if you want to use what I am saying to help form your own thoughts, opinions, and conclusions, please do so. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So, without further ado, let's get into this reading. Let's have a ball, have fun, adjust your tinfoil hats if may be, and the most important thing, make sure that your glass of whatever you have available is nearby. I got coffee. Some people have caffeine. Some people like Dr. Pepper, and some people like Cherry Coke. You know what? We don't discriminate over here. So, are we all ready? Ugh, okay. All right. So, let's get into it. What's just the general energy around the thing that we call the Bermuda Triangle, which is essentially this triangle in the middle, like right off the coast of Florida, the Bermuda, and I forget what else. Is it the something in the Bahamas? I don't know. I know the general area and the such. What's going on? What's the general energy of this? The Hanged Man reversed. What is the general energy of this area? It's the wild, wild west. It's a temporal, like I get, the first thing that comes to my mind is temporal zone. I have no idea what that means. Temporal zone. Where a lot of things are going in and out, in and out. I almost see it as like, you know how people like theorize like wormholes and like how they have like beginnings and ends, and then like you can go through different versions and X, Y, and through them, and like you can go through this wormhole and like you're in a location really, really fast. Like, and it's like a split second and you're there. That's what this feels like. It's a temporal time zone sort of thing. Where I don't know what's going on, especially with the Hanged Man here. It's like we're not seeing things in a new perspective here. We're not seeing things as they are. We're kind of, we're flip-flopped around. Where it's like, instead of we're looking to the skies instead of in the ocean. Is almost what it kind of feels like. Because with the Temperance card here as well, it's giving me like something super unbalanced or unsteady in that area. So whether this is portals or areas, it's almost like things pop in and out a lot. Like things are like you can pop in, you can pop out, pop in, pop out, pop in, pop out. And like the thing, and like everything in that area moves. It's like a temporal time zone. and it like takes you to something different. Because from a material standpoint, it's always been like this, and it will always be like this. It's like this is an area where it's always been unstable. It's like the energy in this area is super, super unstable. Don't know why, don't know how, but it's unstable. But the instability starts underwater. The instability starts underwater. And I think that's the struggle here, is everything starts underwater. And so like everyone looks to the air for all of this stuff. Everyone looks to the skies and things coming in from there when everything is coming through the water. Because our hopes and fears here, it's like we lie about this. We can't control this energy. We can't understand this energy. Like, there's a lot of misconceptions about it, and we're unable to harness it for ourselves, which is kind of like, which is why I'm like saying also with the Wild Wild West, where this area, it's untamed energy, like configurations where things pop in, pop out, whether that's, and it comes from the ocean floor. It starts on the ocean floor, and with it starting in the ocean floor, it's like there's instability, but there's also rare earth metals down there. Rare earth metals or rare metal combinations that when you're putting, like, so say you got, I don't know, got these for example. I have an emerald and a ruby. These two, I don't know, I am not a geologist. But emeralds and rubies might be found together quite often. So if they're found together quite often, then okay, awesome, cool. But say you find a ruby, an emerald, and and a snowflake obsidian all together. Different energy together. But say now the emerald goes away and you have a shungite instead. So now you have these three together. These three together don't occur very much, if at all. So we don't know how the energies play off of each other. But when they do, what we found is it increases energy or energy fields to a point of instability, and we don't know how to harness them or balance them out because of the makeup that they have. So that's what I'm kind of feeling here when it comes to like how to explain what's going on at the bottom of the ocean. It's like there's a really rare cluster of rare earth metals, crystals, or the such that make this area incredibly high vibrational, but it's an unsteady high vibration that makes things wibbly wobbly. Because also, well, we are all crooked here. Because also, the unseen obstacle here, too, is the sun. It's like, you put this here. Also, there's lots of disappointments. Energy isn't able to be harvested. Also, this area... we're unhappy with how this turned out. It's almost like this is an experiment gone wrong, and that's the general energy of the area. It's like this is an experiment gone wrong. Like, things don't work here the way we intended to. It's almost like what I see in my mind's eye, and this doesn't have to be a one-for-one example, but this is what Spirit's showing me. It's like we tried implementing some sort of power plant here. And I'll bring up a picture of it so you guys can know where we're at too. But what this feels like to me is it feels like a power plant. And this power plant was implemented in this area. The power plant went bluey and it made the entire area unstable. So it's like it didn't turn out the way we wanted it to. So it's like we're kind of a little bit all over the place. So it's like no one's really able to kind of figure out the who's, the what's, the where's, the when's, the why, and the because like no one was able to kind of, I don't know, essentially figure it out. Or it's like it just wasn't implemented correctly. So that's what it's kind of feeling like to me when it comes to like, it's like something, we're disappointed because something blew up in our faces. Because a negative influence here is the world card reversed. Again, it's like we have to repeat the whole cycle over and over and over again. But also, what is above is not below. It's like whatever you see is what you get. This whole area sure is like shrouded in mystery, but if you really went and dove into that area, it's actually not that complicated. It's just, I almost see it as like, you know how the nuclear power plant, well, goodness, Chernobyl in Ukraine kind of went kablooey and it changed the makeup of the land around there and the environment and everything. That's what this place feels like. And that's what I'm seeing. Because what's going from, what's this? Why are we committing to things? Why are we seeing, we're committed to this area. We're committed to this land. I also see this as, what are we praying to in this area? Like, what's in this area from like a godlike perspective? This could also be the government is trying to cover things up. Here in the past, we've been trying to hide things. And here in the futures, we're just going to leave everything over there. There's also a sense of there's disconnection as well in this area, too. So, I don't know. Also, I'm going to go grab up the... just give me a few seconds here. And I'm going to grab up the thing of the Bermuda Triangle so y'all can see what it actually looks like. So yeah, here's the Bermuda Triangle. Here's where it's actually located. So we have it starting in Miami. It goes all the way up to the Bermuda, and then it goes all the way down to San Juan, Puerto Rico. And you see a good portion of the Bahamas is in it, but you also have that huge area as well in the middle of it. So this is the area that we are talking about. If you're kind of confused of where the Bermuda Triangle is, here it is. We got y'all, fam. We have got y'all. So here is where it is. Sorry, I didn't start with that, but that's kind of just the general energy around this. There's a weird energy here of like the land itself, like what's with the general what is with the energy destabilization of just the area in general? Which I think is odd, but that's just me. Yeah. So, what is with that? What's just with the... Why am I grabbing this deck out? Fine, I'll just use this one because I grabbed it. I don't know why I grabbed it. So, I just want to take a look at... It's not the land itself here. What is this deck supposed to represent? The entity. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But there's an entity in this area. I don't know what this entity is. There's disconnection. There's people, places, things that do not get along. Oh yeah, they said that it's like that's because of some of the methane gas. Yeah, we can, and that definitely makes like a yes, and that was like part of the reason why it's like some boats sink really weird and the such. But let's take a look. I really want to see what is with this. There's a disconnect, or like the lovers reversed. People aren't loving this place or the such. What is kind of, and I think more or less, what is this God, this government, this entity, like what is this thing? Essentially, what is this thing that we're all praying to at the top? Something that's greedy and selfish. Why is this a Seven of Cups? Because we don't have an option. Also, just quick Heather, or Heaven. I'm not giving personal readings tonight. If you wanna check out my website, you can check out personal and private readings there. Um, cause you know what the first thing I saw when I saw this, I was like, shiny. However that song goes with the crab from Moana, like the original Moana. That's what this is kind of giving me. It's like, why do I see like this shiny crab, like, and it's not a one for one, but like it's this type of entity that's like, it takes its treasure, it wants its things. Why is this? Because of the seven of cups reversed, you don't got an option. Like, it's like you pay the piper to get the thing. Because the financial influence here, it's like this is how it's always, this is how it's been, this is how it always will be. As for like mythology in this area, like from the Caribbean, that talks about like the ocean god, or the ocean god, or any of those gods that are like, you need to pay the piper, or pay the penance to do the thing. Because it's like, this is giving me like, I'm greedy, I'm selfish, you give me what I want because you don't have a choice. It's always been like this because I control the seas, I control things. There is some sort of entity here that causes not mayhem, but it's like, because like the hopes and fears here, it's like we're its prey. I I don't, I don't know. Like, we're its prey. Like, bad luck, bad opportunity. The story that's being written is not the true one. Hi Jenny B, welcome, welcome, and hi Kitty too. Because, like, the unseen obstacle here, too, the death card, which is like, you need to sacrifice or pay the piper or put the thing in. Like, what? Because the negative influence here, it's the Five of Wands. It's like, yeah, we've thought about this, but we've come to conclusions that it's easier for us to not fight about this, and you're gonna keep me secret because you want to, and you're gonna have to. And you know what, this is stuff that's in the water. You're gonna keep things that are actually underwater secret because you have to. There are secrets in that water that we will not know about. Because here in the past, Seven of Swords, yeah, you've been getting away with stuff. And then here in the future, the Page of Pentacles. So it seems like an offer or a deal is kind of going bye-bye. No more will this be a offer or deal. It is being taken off the table. You do not get, like, protections with us anymore. You are going to, like, the I don't know if we want to do that, but apparently. And then here in the middle of the deck, yeah, because you've been trying to get away with shit. Essentially, you don't want to pay the consequences. You want to do your own thing. What sort of like king or something is in this area? This is weird. I'm gonna grab out the landscape tarot, and we're gonna take a look into what's kind of going on. Yeah, well, welcome, Kitty. Thank you for commenting and coming out from lurking behind the scenes. I'm glad you are enjoying. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Just chilling, chatting, and having. I mean, it's the Bermuda Triangle. Like, who doesn't like the Bermuda Triangle? I mean, rightfully, I'm terrified of it, but it's fun. It's good. We have a good time, right? So we're going to take a look into just this. Again, there's this entity, there's this god, there's this king of some sort that you need to worship of something. So, what's this all about? What is this? I'm curious. Well, heck. This is someone that, like, whatever is in this area, it's a portal to somewhere else. We can look into where this something else is, but it's a portal to somewhere else, and this is like the guardian to the portal to somewhere else. Welcome, Sicilian Scorpio, and why? And like, so, like, this is the portal to somewhere else, and this thing is very ominous. It's like, you don't mess with this thing. Really, Allie? Really? You The only thing I could think of otherwise is Mayan or Aztec mythology. That's the only other thing I can think of for that area. But yeah, this is a whole portal area. It's a portal, and this whole thing. This thing like guards the portal to somewhere else because yeah, it takes you to the land of milk and honey. With the Empress card here, financial influences is like I take you to the land of milk and honey. You get to have your cake and eat it too. You get to go to the location where everything is good, it's green, and everything is fine. Because the hopes and fears here, this is underground. This is under the water. It's something that is controlled. The hopes and fears, yeah. It's like we keep this underground. It's all controlled. It's like we keep it hidden. It's like underground bunkers. If anyone remembers, oh gosh, what's it called? The Black Panther, the second one, the second Black Panther, and how they portrayed Atlantis. Like, you know how to get to their version of Atlantis, and you had to go through all these portals and like these holes in the wall, and you had to go through all these cave systems and these such. This is what it feels like to me. Like there's underwater caves or underwater hollows in this area, and that's how you get to these locations. But instead of them being going to like, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, instead of you going to like underground, it takes you to a whole new world. It's also giving me like an old dream that I had where I was really young when I had this dream too. Where you would go through a cave system and then where you would come out, I was swimming with manatees too, which is interesting. But like, which is not this area much, but like you go through the cave systems and then you come out to this whole new world, which is the land of milk and honey. The unseen obstacle, though, here is the Four of Wands, which to me is giving me like it isn't actually home. And these systems, these places underwater, underground, actually are being destroyed as we speak. Whether that is through pollution, whether that is through mismanagement of our oceans. I think also, if I'm not mistaken, I'm just looking at the map here. There's a part of the Gulf Stream that actually also there's something with the Gulf Stream as well, where the Gulf Stream that kind of loops around the United States over to Europe and then back around, that whole stream, that since it's weakening, it also weakens the portals. Or no, it makes the portals more unstable. And so, like, because of that weakening, it destabilizes the predictability of that area, which is why I think part of the reason why that area doesn't have as much activity anymore. Ding, 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 ding. Because, yeah. Because the negative influence here is we don't see everything that goes on below that water. There is so much going on below that water. Again, all we see is what's being told to us, but there's an entire ecosystem, almost an entire history, knowledge under the water. It's almost like this is like a civilization, an era where people come together. Because what's going for it? The King of Pentacles. Here's the guardian of that location. This is the guardian of its land. Here in the past, the Seven of Pentacles. There's been a lot of investment here to work on it, but then here in the future, the Nine of Pentacles, it's going away. The Bermuda Triangle and its infamy, it's going away. The portals are closing. Everything's becoming too unstable to use, to transport, to do things. Everything underneath the water here, it's going away. It's kind of blowing up. It's not being taken care of. It's not being invested into. Like what I'm getting is like you can refurbish it, but it's like it's going away because you guys aren't taking care of it, or the maintenance or the upkeep isn't being put into it. It's just being maintained, but it's not even being maintained. It's kind of just being given money to operate as normal, but not keep up the maintenance of it. Which is interesting. Really interesting. Wild. And this is just the general energy of the area and the land and the such. But here's the thing I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing like an underwater civilization or anything, because I don't think there is an underwater is there an underwater civilization in the Bermuda Triangle? No. Is there a portal to another location in the Bermuda Triangle though? Yes. But that portal is going down. Yeah. And that's kind of what I'm feeling here. It's like, well, what changed? Yeah, the portals are closing. The portals are closing. Because this location is being not taken care of. Wow. Because I'm going to take a look at, you know what? You know, I said I wasn't going to do this. But I think I'm going to, and I want to take a look. Is the Bermuda Triangle, where does oh no, I said I was going to do this. Where's the Bermuda Triangle? Which leads to the question, do mermaids live near there? Oh my goodness. Sorry about if you hear the siren going off. I'm not sure what that is all about. Which leads to the question, do mermaids live near there? Do mermaids live near the Bermuda Triangle? Yes, they live near there. I'm not sure where they live, though. But I'm going to take a look here. Where does the Bermuda Triangle lead? Where does the Bermuda Triangle go? Like, where is it? When we're looking at the portals that they have now, where do those portals go? And I should say, how many portals were there at one point in time? Because it feels like this was like a loaded area where there's like multiple like ones. That's a lot of portals. I'm seeing 16 different portals. That's the number on the die. So 16 different portals that were in this area at one point in time. So how many are there now though? 12. So they're already down like 4 portals. So interesting. So Ali, I've actually done a reading on Atlantis. My reading on Atlantis, I think, is very outside of the norm, because I don't believe there actually was an Atlantis. I don't believe there was an Atlantis. I don't believe there is an Atlantis. It is a story made up to be an idealized version of what life should be. That's what I think Atlantis is. That's what I think it was. And I think that's the thing. I don't know why. That's what I get. Honestly, if you want to... Hi, Rex! If you want a reading that's weird and wonky, and I think actually ties more into what the Atlantis myth... what people think more of what the Atlantis myth is, check out my Noah's Ark reading. That was an interesting reading. Noah's Ark was a very interesting reading. So that's what I had. But I'm going to take a look here at what are our... Where does the portals... Where do the portals go, essentially? I think there's like 4 major locations that they go. Excuse me. Where do these portals go? I'm going to grab the enchanted map deck out here. Where do these portals go? Like, where are we going? Where are we going with them? I think there's like 4 major locations that they take us. Okay, 1 more. All right, 4 major locations. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's take a look. Yes, 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 Fairy Nymph. Noah's Ark. That was a really fun reading. That was a weird reading, but fun. All right, so the first one goes to Peaks of Joy. Next one is Home. Or I should say, that's how it popped out. We have storm fields and wide open. No worries. So, looking at locations. So, where do these portals take people? Seeing the wide open card here, this is giving me like, this takes you to a place that is outside of Earth. This is like an outside of, oh, I got full body chills when I'm looking at this card. The answer to the universe is 42, right? But this is giving me like we're outside of Earth. This is an otherworldly, other earthly location. This is where it takes you. Outside of Earth. Not like a parallel dimension or anything, but an outside of Earth location. Like a different planet. No, it's not a different planet. It's like this takes you to a different galaxy? Yeah, this one takes you to a different galaxy altogether. I don't know what that's all about, but this is like, this takes you to a whole different galaxy, a whole different way of doing and or being. The other portal over here is the storm fields 9. So this is giving me, this takes you to like, oh, like a crossroads. Number 9, it's like this takes you to a crossroads. It's almost like oh, more body chills. This takes you to a location where it's almost like you know how you can come to like the fork in the road and it's like this is like the bus stop or the train station that can take you wherever you want to go. That's where one of these portals takes you. It's like this is like this takes you to like this takes you to like Union Station in Chicago, like it's a big train station, a train depot where you can go, and then you can go pretty much anywhere in the United States from that train station. That's what this one feels like. 27 with home reverse. This takes you to this is a place that is destroyed now, but used to be home. It used to be a family. It used to be the place where everyone would go. It's almost like this place was destroyed. And then 33 takes you to Peaks of Joy, which this feels like it takes you to a different location. It takes you to like mountaintops. It takes you to like somewhere in the mountains. It takes you to, somewhere in the mountains. And these mountains actually may not be mountains above land. These take you to mountains in like the Pacific. So if you guys remember like Hawaii is actually where Hawaii is right now. Hawaii. That's all built on mountains. They live on the tops of mountains essentially. Not too far. I don't think we're too far into the tinfoil hat theory. I mean, it's the Bermuda Triangle. What are we expecting? But yeah, that's what this is feeling like. This takes you to the peaks or like the tops of mountains in like the Pacific Ocean is where this takes you. I don't know. That's where this is going, but it's home. This is where you can go and explore and do things. And that's what it feels like for the Bermuda Triangle and where those portals take you. So I actually have, I got to go do something really, really quick. So I will be back. And then, so just enjoy this little screen here really quick, and I will be right back.
Told you to walk away. That was my first and last mistake. I'm blue without your face. But what can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. survive.
Alright, sorry about that. Just had to do something really, really quick. So, alright, so that's what we had for, like, where do these portals actually go? Again, this is all portal related in my opinion here. Like, there's home, there's places, there's underwater mountain ranges that people go to and the such, and I'm like, what the heck? So that's what we have for that. So what we're gonna take a look at next is what actually, like, is going on. Like, so who actually uses these portals? Like, are they humans? Are they aliens? Like, what's really going on here? Like, who's using these portals? So, because I'm like, well, if they're taking you to really cool places, like, who's actually using them? Like, are aliens using them? Are we using them? Like, what's actually using these portals then? Mermaids, possibly. Because again, I'm not getting the whatever the Bermuda Triangle houses, it's not mermaids. I keep getting this. Do mermaids live in the Bermuda Triangle? Live? Yes. Interesting. This is weird. Like, they might live there, but like, Atlantis isn't there. Like, I don't know, like, is there like a whole, like, society in the Bermuda Triangle? I keep hearing no. It's almost like the Bermuda Triangle is like, how would you describe the Bermuda Triangle? Like a farming community? No, yes. It's weird. It's like, it's not super inhabited. Like, it's actually, like, sparsely populated. There's not a lot there. We just try. So who uses these portals, essentially? Interesting. Well, who used to use these portals? You can actually access a lot of these portals from beaches. Interesting. Yeah, because it's a road. Interesting. Okay, so looking at these portals and, like, what are they used for, or who's essentially using them? These portals, they've been chopped up. These portals are kind of like, they've been chopped up. There's also a lot of issues with them as they take things in one place, and then when they take them to a different place, because of their instability, they come out not how they came in. Because what I'm getting here is there's a lot of stuff that it feels like, oh yeah, we found this at the bottom of the ocean. Oh, this went missing. Oh, this happened. Oh, that happened. And it's like, or these things have just kind of gone up, poof, and disappeared. And I think in reality, they really haven't gone up, poof, and disappeared. A lot of the stuff that's been missing in the Bermuda Triangle truly was never missing. It's actually popped up in different locations around the earth. They found there's something really weird. We're going to take a look into the planes separate. But it feels like there's been planes and other things that have gone into the Bermuda Triangle, and they've legitimately up and shown up in different places around the world. And they have no idea where they're at. Their instruments are all screwy wooey. And I think that's kind of an issue, because over here is the information, like the financial influences or the material influences. They tread the fine line between earth and sea, or like earth and sea, but also between the two sides. Like, this is a duality thing. It's like it will take you from one place to another. What uses them? Humans use them. They are very cautious about using them, though. And I think that's also another part of... We're going to take a look at the planes. I'm very, very curious about the missing planes now. Because a lot of people have seen these as, like, missions that you aren't going to come back from. That's kind of the hopes and fears here. It's like, if you're going to use them, we're not sure if you're coming back. So make your last, make out your last will and testament. Because we're not sure if you're coming back. You probably aren't going to come back. Because down here, the unseen obstacle is like, we don't know where these roads go, so we don't know how you're going to get back. Because it's like no one, it seems like those who have gone through the portals, I don't know if anyone's really come back. If they've, like, I don't know if anyone's really come back through them. I'm hearing, yes, people have come back through them. However, a lot of issues that they run into is they go from land into this, like, and here's what I'm seeing. It's like we put the portal, and like, where does this portal come out? Well, when the portal's in the air, and then like you go through the portal, and then all of a sudden you're like 100 feet underwater, and your plane is trying to fly through water, it's not gonna work. That's part of the issue. Or it's like, where you start off is definitely not where you're at. It's like, you don't stay in the air, you don't stay in water, you don't stay in that like fluid or like that medium. So it's like air versus water versus land, like whatever you're at, like it's not where you end up typically, which I think is the big issue for people not coming back in one piece typically, because it's a crapshoot of which one are you going to go through. They don't know which portal goes to which one, because typically the ones that they're trying to figure stuff out in, or where they're getting sent to, they can never figure it out because people don't come back from them. Because over here, it's like our hope is, or the negative information here, it's like people tell us information, but they can never remember it. But however, this is all inside job. This feels like government cover up for a lot of stuff as well. Here in the past, man-made disaster. Yeah, we've sent planes. We've sent ships. We've tried sending people on these missions to figure this stuff out. However, we haven't been able to figure it out. It's always been a disaster every time. And here in the future, we're trying to get a happy medium. We're trying to figure this out. We're trying to marry different things and pull and have different people together. So when I'm looking at who's kind of using them, I am seeing government, but I am also seeing a lot of this is more the human experience. We're going to take a look at aliens separate, but again, what I get here is, yeah, we're just trying to send people out to do stuff and figure things out. And again, they've lost a lot of people to trying to figure this out. Whatever is going on in the Bermuda Triangle and all these portals. But I'm like, these portals are going to be gone within the next 15 years because people aren't taking care of the environment. So, whatevs. But that's what it's really feeling like to me. It's like the portals themselves are... We're going to take a look at the planes. But the portals themselves... Like, it's interesting. Oh, yeah. Yes, the Ruby Perez. Yeah, and, like, 2 baseball stars, like, were in there that, like, passed. I saw that. I can definitely take a look into that. I got it written down in my list, W. Samurai. Thanks for dipping in. I have it written down. So let's take a look here, though. We're going to take a look at these planes. What was going on with the planes? What happened with the planes? The planes that I'm mentioning are the big ones that are the big, like the whole squad that was just going out on a training mission. I want to take a look in at that one. Sure. What's going on, Asma? Asta? Asta? Yeah. You can ask a question. I don't know if I'll be able to answer it. Yeah. Oh, Asta, if you want to book a personal reading, I would, you can check out my website and you can book through there. The description, the link to it should be in the description box below. I'm not doing personal readings today, and I typically don't do personal readings and on my channel, so yeah. Alrighty, so let's take a look, say, here for the most lovely of things. And that's what's going on with these planes. This whole squadron that was just going up for a training thing, and they just poof, and disappeared. What ended up happening to them? Seven of Cups, they fell underwater. Also, the government knows what happened to them. The government knows what happened to them. They're underwater somewhere. Why is this? Because the Ace of Cups reversed. A portal. They accidentally went into a portal, and they found them underwater. Because the material influences here is the Knight of Pentacles, which is they were above water, but then they went below water. So the hopes and fears here. Four of Swords. What happened to them? They went underwater. They were underwater. They went through the portal underwater. They were above ground. We were hoping that they were staying above ground. However, the unseen obstacle here, they went to the land of milk and honey. They went somewhere else. They went to that land of milk and honey through one of those portals too. The land of milk and honey. Because the negative influence here is the Five of Swords reversed. It was unexpected. Unexpected thing. Also, I get here too, there is somehow they were above and then they went below. And that was the issue when it came to this. They accidentally went into a portal, and as they were above, they turned into below. They somehow ended up underwater, is what I keep getting. Because, yeah, here's the King of Cups reversed. Underwater. All of them ended up underwater. They went through that portal. This portal was one of you go from the air to the land to the water. Really, really weird. Because, yeah, here in the past, yeah, you were on the trail. You took the railroad tracks to this location. You took this here, and then here in the future, the Six of Swords. They're in the water. They're in the water. That's where they ended up. They ended up in the water. Don't know how else to put this. They went underwater. And that's where they found them. Once they kind of figured out and did like their searches, they found them underwater in a completely different in a different part of the world. That's where they found them. That's where they were. And they're like, oh shucks. How? What? When? Where? Why? Huh? That's what this was. This is a weird portal, man. So it's like what this you almost need is you need something that can go from the go from the sky to the water and be able to move in both. And a plane does not fly underwater very well. Is kind of what I'm getting here. It's that's what they went through the wrong portal, and the portal went underwater. I don't know what else to say. And there was some communications it feels like that they did get that they kind of figured out where they were, in my opinion. So all right. Okay. So, Brienne, am I a big history fan? I am a big history fan. I love history. I'm pretty big into it. And Asta 26. Again, I don't provide personal readings on on live. Uh, this is a very like pointed live. Looking at the title and the description of it. Again, if you would like some advice, is generally just like when it comes to parents fighting. For you, honestly, their fighting is not your job. Their fighting is their responsibility. And I wouldn't take what they have to say personally. It's not your fault. It's not anything to. Sure, you can worry about what it means for you, but I would really take a look at it as they're the ones who need to figure their own stuff out, and it's not your job nor your responsibility to be their parent nor be anything for them, as that is their discussions, that is their issues that they need to resolve, not anything to do with you. So yeah, that's what I would just say as just some general advice there. So, all right. So let's keep moving here. So those planes are underwater. I don't care. They went through a portal. I don't know. That's what we got. So let's take a look at some of these, like what's going on with like the missing ships of the Bermuda Triangle. So what is going on with the missing ships of the Bermuda Triangle? Alrighty, guys. So yeah. Otherwise, y'all, could y'all let me know? When it comes to aliens, what are your guys' thoughts on aliens as well? Because I'm curious. Aliens and like I feel like there's been like lots of reports as well with like the flying saucers. Like the flying saucers are kind of like boosting, like coming up out of the water and going in. Also, Asta, I am from the United States. So, all right. So let's keep moving here. Ships. I think they would look like the aliens in the Spice World. Yeah, they're here. No question. No, I believe you 100%. I don't know. Aliens are weird. They are here. Honestly, we might have the lizard people too. Like, I wouldn't doubt that there's lizard people. Like, I don't doubt a lot of stuff. But what's with all the missing ships as well? Going on in the Bermuda Triangle. Knight of Wands reversed. What is going on with what's going on with the ships? Nine of Wands. So it's like we're walking on eggshells when it comes to the ships. Why is this? Because of the Six of Wands reversed. We're not feeling proud. We're not. This feels like a different portal. Because material influence is the Five of Pentacles. Oh no. Okay, so there's portals in the air, which is like those are the portals that are taking you to different locations. Like that's like two of those portals up there, they go from land to sea and back and forth. That's the portals in the air that are really, really weird. There's like three portals up there. One is like it'll take you to like a different that one's like it stays in the air. There's another one that takes you from land to sea or from air to sea, and then there's another one that takes you from air to a different galaxy. This here in the ocean and the stuff going on with the ships, this one is like you're walking on eggshells. Why is it? Because it's like there's something going on in the water, whether this is war bands, whether this is like fighting over homeland, turf. I almost hear it as like turf wars, essentially, because it's like we need more materials, we need more stuff. Like, do our ships like capsize in this area or go missing because we need the resources or the metals or the precious things that they have on them and their cargo to use for weaponry to start doing these turf wars? Because that's what this is feeling like. Because again, the hopes and fears here, it's like what we do below, you aren't seeing up on top, but we need the resources from up from the top world to come down to us. So like, are these guys like doing like weapons stuff? Like allegedly conspiracy, whatever. Because also it feels like the portal to the mountainside, that's down here as well. So like there's, I don't know if warships have gone missing in this area. I just heard, yeah, but well, I don't know what that's all about. But because the unseen obstacle is the Two of Swords here, which is like we have a decision: are we taking this ship or are we not taking this ship? Because over here too, the negative influence of Ten of Wands, we need to release this burden, and to, because what's going for us, we are trying to protect our homeland, trying to protect our portals, trying to protect our spaces where we are going home, or what used to be home. Because the Eight of Swords reversed as well. It's like this isn't the right path. And here in the future, the justice, we did not get what we wanted. We did not get justice. Why are ships going missing in this area? It's because people are taking there's something in the water that takes the ships, strips them for parts, strips them for the metal, makes it into this, because this is turf wars to maintain our homeland, to maintain our crops, maintain our spaces, maintain this stuff. It's almost like there's invasive species as well in this area. I'm hearing yes to that too, where we have major invasive species, and we take the ships to get the weaponry, to get the materials to fight back against them or these things that keep coming at us. And that's why ships go missing, because there's a giant turf war going on in the Bermuda Triangle between groups. Okay, and this probably has to do with that king as well. Interesting. Okay, so we did the planes, we did the ships, we did the portals. Let's take a look at aliens. What's going on? What's with the aliens in this area? Like, again, you know what we haven't found yet? We haven't figured out, like, where's the crossroads? Like, where does this crossroads portal? That might actually be on the, oh, that's where that one is. The crossroads portal, I think, is actually in the air. The crossroads portal's in the air. The air to water portal is there. That one's the one that almost takes you to underwater mountains, I think. Holy Sorry, we had some very dangerous drivers outside my window here. Very dangerous drivers. It was weird, man. This is weird. I don't like it. But so yeah. So yeah, that's sorry. Distracted. Very distracted. I apologize. So aliens. Yes. Oh my gosh. Cuz yeah, in the air, to the water, to the underwater mountains. The crossroads is up there. What was the last two? I don't know. All right, let's keep her trucking along. What's going on with aliens in the Bermuda Triangle? Ten of Cups. This is someone's home. Why is this? Justice card upright. Someone lost their home. Someone lost their family. That's what's going on with aliens. Aliens, if they're in this area, it's because they're trying to take this area over. That's what this is feeling like. Yeah. Aliens are trying to take... Okay, so there's a turf war going on in the Bermuda Triangle. And what this turf war feels like is we have aliens versus mermaid. Like, we'll just call them mermaids for all intensive purposes, right? So we have an aliens versus mermaids turf war going on because the aliens, they want the resources here. The mermaids are like, nah, fam, you don't get to. No, this is our area, and it's kind of like this is the big thing. I thought of how certain parts of the ocean outside of Puerto Rico are zoned off. Ocean also glows at night as coral reef. No. No, 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 no. And welcome, Beach Cowgirl. Oh, no, that is glowing. Come on now. Let's not be daft. What the heck? Thank you. Yeah, this feels like a turf war between aliens and mermaids for all intensive purpose. It's about resources underwater. You know how we were talking earlier about the different, like, the minerals and the mineral deposits and how they were combined together and how that was really rare. That's what it's feeling like. It's like, we want these materials, we want this energy, this is what we want. And like, it's the aliens want it, but like the mermaids are like, no, you can't have it, and they're like, we're gonna take it. It's like, well, fight us for it then, punks. And that's kind of what this is feeling. It's a turf war, essentially. Because yeah, the unseen are the hopes and fears here. It's like, you star people gotta go. Like, the star people want to come in and grab what they think is theirs, and when in reality it's like, we are here, we've been here longer, fight us. Because the unseen obstacles is finding peace and or harmony with the Five of Wands reversed. They fight like cats and dogs. Like, these two cannot get along. Like, there's people coming in who don't have a home anymore, who want these resources, who are trying to set up their home. It's almost like how I would akin it to, you know how when European settlers came to the United States and then like they kind of kicked out the native people of the land? That's what this kind of feels like, except alien versus mermaid version. Also, the negative influence here, though, for our alien friends, the portal is gone, or the portal is kind of going away. Or the portal is weakening to a point where they can't use the portal anymore, so now people are getting stuck there. However, they're trying to make it a flagship location where people can come, they can stay. This is legitimately turning into it. It does feel like the European settlers versus the native, the people, the First Nations people of North America. That's what this battle feels like. Again, and the star people are gonna try and make a home here, but the people, the mermaids essentially, are like, this is our home, this is our space, you can't have it. It's kind of what it feels like here. Because yeah, here in the past, this is like, yeah, you guys got a well of information and knowledge and energy, and you got it all, and we want it. But also secrets being revealed too, but this feels like more like a well of knowledge. And here in the future, yeah, we want to build our new civilization underneath the water. Come on, you guys you can't make this stuff up. It's the Hanged Man. We want to make our new civilization underwater here. I don't know. Oh my gosh. But, like, look at this. Y'all, look, when you see aliens and, like, what do they want with this area? What do they want with this? You can't tell me that they aren't trying to make an underwater city, an underwater civilization in the Bermuda Triangle. I can't make this shit up. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay, I'm just reading the chat really quick. A quick Google search of Puerto Rico ocean glow will show it being real. Plus, I've seen it. But every time I ask why of it most is zoned off, I get told different answers or government rule. Yeah, no, I can see that. It's all about government. It's all about them. There's agreements in place, but those agreements might not be in place much longer. Me too. Like, everyone can live peacefully. Like, I don't care. Like, it's fine. But, like, yeah, no, that's what this feels like. The mermaids versus the aliens. So let's take a look at what the aliens actually, or not the aliens, what are the mermaids of the area, essentially? That's what we're going to call them. Not sure if they actually are, but we're going to call them mermaids. But yeah, that's what this is kind of feeling like. Like, it's turf war between aliens and... My gosh. Right? It makes a lot of sense. No, negative 10,000, negative 10,000. I agree, Ali. I agree. However, I don't know. Earth is, I don't know. Earth has been home to many species over many, many different millennia. Um, Me too, fairy nymph. Me too. Maybe we can all go to San Juan when we all get rich and travel the world. But let's take a look at the mermaids. I'm really, really curious about the mermaids in the area and how do they feel. Like, because hot diggity damn, I'm like, the aliens want to build their home, their civilization there, but the mermaids in the area are like, you gotta go. You can't stay. Nope, this is our area. And it might actually be like the native, like the first peoples nation, like the first peoples or the nation of first peoples versus like essentially the European settlers. And that's kind of what this is feeling like in the Bermuda Triangle. What about the ley lines? There are ley lines in the Bermuda Triangle? Explain to me that more and we'll get to it. I'm going to do the how do the mermaids. What's going on with the mermaids? Ten of Wands, we're burdened. We're burdened. We're on a trail. We want to try and do something different. But why is this? However, the Four of Cups. We have burdens. However, we're stuck below the water while the aliens can go above and below. They're like, again, this is like subterfuge. When it comes to boats going missing in the Bermuda Triangle, it's because we need the resources that they got on. Because from a material sense, it's like we gotta move. We might have to leave. Also because the portal's going down, and like the portal was a main source of energy in the area as well, and like that kind of fueled things, that brought things together, that kept energy up, that kept the ecosystem thriving. Is what it feels like. Because the hopes and fears here is that we're going to try and keep things going, but people are coming in and taking our resources, taking things away, and weakening systems and our ecosystem, and they're not keeping to the order of nature, is kind of what this is feeling like. Because here, hopes and the unseen obstacle. Someone wants to come in and take the resources or the things and build in structures, build in contracts from the native people or the natives in the area. Because here's the negative influence. People are hunting like, this is really weird. What I'm we gotta get out of our comfort zone. We gotta get out of our caves. Here in the past, Six of Cups. This is a bountiful harvesting area. This is like a farming area, a farming community is what this really felt like. But now here in the future, the Five of Pentacles reversed. Everything's been stripped. All the resources have been stripped from this area. There's nothing left here for people or individuals or organisms to get. So what I'm feeling here as well, the mermaids essentially are being hunted down by the aliens, in my opinion here, with the King of Wands showing up and the King of Swords showing up. It's giving me like, we're tracking you all and we're kind of getting rid of you in this area, kind of sadly. Because the Hermit reversed as well is like, people are coming out of their caves. I think there's also been aid, kind of been like, hey, can we get aid from other parts of the underwater nations to kind of help against this? Like they got their own sort of war going on down below. Again, it's like, it feels like it's guerrilla warfare going on below the water right now. In this area with like, yeah, oh my goodness, yeah, it's like guerrilla warfare, and like they've been trying to get and like the people of the Bermuda Triangle, they've been trying to get help from other parts of the world to help them combat against these aliens who are trying to come in and take their resources and take them down. Allegedly conspiracy, whatever, in my opinion, because they want to come in, grab the resources, and the such. But there's not much there anymore because everything's kind of going kablooey, in my opinion. So, oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes, First Nation here. This has been an interesting reading. I'm super excited and surprised. Hi, it's Lathan. Well, welcome, welcome. I didn't know. Well, I hope I am trying to do things respectfully. But yeah, it's again, this is what it's giving me. It's First Nations versus all of these nasty ass people. And so like okay, and Allie, however, there are different types of mermaids slash sirens of different skin colors and how they look, especially in Hawaii, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, and many other territories and islands. And maybe that's like, okay, Armand, when we actually look at like, when we look at humans, look how many variations in skin colors and like things that we come in. Why would that be any different, say, if mermaids were a thing, where they would have different makeups, different, like skin colors, tones, different eyes, and the such. It makes a lot of sense. Like if you're looking at it in that sense too, like they can all be the same species, but like they have different nationalities where they're differently located. The like probably temperature of the climate makes a big difference. The pressure of the ocean makes a huge difference. You're probably going to want there's going to be differing stuff for not just ocean temperature, but like ocean currents and the such too. Like this is super super cool. So that's what I'm getting from like the mermaids and stuff. Like this is I don't know. This is really cool. I was not expecting seeing turf wars with aliens. So when we're looking at the Bermuda Triangle, what is the Bermuda Triangle? Like what is the area? Like how does it like when you're comparing it to say like other underwater locations on Earth? Exactly, Armando. I wouldn't be surprised either. But I was like, I'm trying to figure out like when we're looking at it, like how does the Bermuda Triangle like stack up essentially? Like how does the Bermuda Triangle stack up to like other civilizations of underwater peoples? We'll call them underwater peoples or underwater mermaids, whatever we want to call them. Like how do they stack up? Like are they like big? Are they small? Are they not? Like what is this? How do they stack up? Ace of Pentacles, they're very rudimentary. Very rudimentary. Why is this the page of wands? They're young, they're dumb, they're very, well, they're young, not young and dumb, but it almost feels like they're rudimentary. They're like, again, it just gives me that they're not well established in the area, or they're established, they're very well established in the area. However, they're naive. They're very naive and they just don't have the technology or the complexity of other nations of the underwater peoples, cuz materially the 7 of swords, it's almost like the Bermuda Triangle is a location where people go to hide, where people go to get away from everything, the hustle and bustle. How I would describe the Bermuda Triangle is it reminds me of like the country of I don't wanna how do. It's slow, it's simple, it's relaxing. It's one that's not of it's out of it's like the easy life. Not an easy life, but it's like it's one of you don't it's not hustle and bustle. It doesn't have all these things going on. It's almost like going to what do I want to call this? It's out in the middle of nowhere. You get to go relax, do the heck whatever you want. That's really what it is. It's like However, it's not so disconnected that you can't go and do things. It's I don't know how to describe it. Oh, here's what it's like Italy. It's like Italy, except with probably like a lot less people. Where you can go, it's easy, it's relaxed. You don't got to worry about too much. People are gonna work hard, but you're gonna get what you need. It's gonna be kind of a little bit overinflated, but you're gonna have your space to do things. But everything goes on a very relaxed time. Oh, have a good night, beach cowgirl. Cause the hopes and fears here. Ugh, the tower. It's coming from a big moment. It's coming for a big transformation as well. The area is. It's like we're building ourselves up. We're building ourselves up out of like who we used to be. However, the unseen obstacle, Knight of Wands. There's a lot of people with a lot of ideas. It's almost like we want to come in and we want to develop the whole area and make a profit off of it. It's like one of those sleepy beach communities that are now turning into a wild tourist location. However, because the negative influence, people saw an investment, an opportunity to make money, to bring in stuff, and that's what they want to do. And here in, however, and because the positive influence with this whole thing is that there is a portal here where people can come in and out, in and out, in and out, and it's like the perfect gateway to get. It's the perfect pit stop. It's the perfect gateway to just go relax and chit chat with family and or friends. It's kind of like the old. It's like an old, yeah. It's kind of like an old airport where it's almost like the airport's only used for connecting flights almost. But if you actually sat down and you looked out, it's a beautiful location. Now it's going to be kind of, it just needs to be done up a little bit. Because here in the past, yeah, it was an underground hidden spot where everyone loved to go. But now here in the future, the Four of Cups, it's like now everyone wants to go here to this location. And that's what it's kind of feeling like. And here in the middle of the deck, here's the world reversed. Yeah. It's not going to be a protected space anymore. A lot of people, places, things are going to now start going there. It's not going to be protected by the world. Climate change is coming to change it. Again, the Gulf Stream is a major point or part of this location, and it being weakened to a state of it's probably going to be gone in a couple hundred years or even less. It's going to destroy the appeal that everyone loves about this is what I'm seeing. So that's what I got here for that. Are there any other oh yeah, we were going to take a look at what about ley lines? Are there ley lines in the Bermuda Triangle that are causing issues, or like the such? Like I honestly, this is what we're going to sounds like. Sounds like us trying to get more rich people to move down here into Texas. Yeah, Allie, that's kind of what it feels like. Are there other are reptilians aware of the Bermuda Triangle? Are reptilians aware of the Bermuda Triangle? No, reptilians aren't. There's lots of different aliens, lots of different things. Yeah, we're going to take a look at ley lines. We're going to take a look at the ley lines. And what I want to take a look at with the ley lines is, are the ley lines causing the portals? Oh, wow, my head's starting to hurt. So let's take a look here. But honestly, who would want to watch an aliens versus mermaids movie? I would totally be down to watch an aliens versus mermaids movie. Can we? Like, please? I would love to watch a mermaids versus aliens movie. Please. Please, please, please. Come on. We can get Michael Bay. Maybe we can get The Rock. I mean, can we get Jack Black in here too? I mean, I would be down. I mean, it would be like Sharknado, except aliens versus mermaids. Like, I'd be so down. Like, please bring this to us. Hollywood, hear our prayers. So, let's take a look. Our ley line. What's going on with the ley lines in? Let's take a look at what's going on with our ley lines. What's going on with the ley lines in are the ley lines in the Bermuda Triangle. 9 of Cups. Yeah, the ley lines are when they intersect. That's what creates the portals. There's got to be a few major ley lines across in that area. I'm hearing yes, that actually create a lot of these portals, but also causes the instability of them as well. Because why is this the Judgment card for again? Yeah, this is all ley lines. Look at all the lines. Uh, the Aurora Borealis, them coming together like makes the portals. I don't know what else to say. And the financial or the material influence here though is the star reversed, which is the instability of them. Also, the instability of it, but the connections to and from beyond to the earthly plane as well. They aren't as strong as they should be or they have been in the past. Those ones were kind of the first ones to go. Because over here, because the Four of Pentacles reversed, hopes and fears, which is like we gave a lot of the ley lines themselves. It feels like they gave a lot of that energy, but they're weakening. There's the ecosystem around them is weakening, and the ley lines can only do so much. It's like they amp everything up, but they're also the things that make them so. Those are the things that make them so unstable at the same time, which is causing like if a plane goes into it, a plane might not come out of it. It's going to be just a ball of metal. It's kind of what it's feeling like. Because also over here, the negative influence or the unseen obstacle, the Knight of Wands, things are jumping too much as well, with this being the Lynx and it's jumping. The portals jump because of the ley lines, and the ley lines cause the portals the jump from one area to another. Like how I see it is like there's like a grid. And so say this is like a 5x5 grid. So like 5, it's like, so you have like A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so like say, most likely, most of the time, the ley lines, as they shift, the portals will shift. So like, typically, portal 1 is always at 2B. So that's where the portal is, because that's where ley line, like, Z and ley line B intersect. So that's always where that portal is. But then sometimes portal B, or no, ley line B will shift over and start crossing with ley line C. And so like that shifts, and so like because of that shift, it gets rid of the portal at ley line Z and moves it, or like it gets rid of the portal at ley line 2B and moves it to now 3C. So like that's kind of like how it looks in my mind, how it's being described. It's because the ley lines shift, the portals shift, and when the portals shift, the portal's location shifts, and sometimes some portals locations are really not good, and they're inconsistent, and they're like kind of like you go into it and you don't know where you're going to pop out because they're shifting the energy and the patterns with everything. And that's what it's kind of feeling like here with the ley lines. Ley lines make a huge impact on where the portals are, also where the portals take you, which is why I think more portals are starting to go down as well or be destroyed, because some of the because negative influences, where are you gonna go? The rainbow to somewhere else. This is like the portals, the directions, your path. And it's like, and the positive influence to this is like, we just don't know where they're going to go. The portals are there, the well's there, but we don't know where they go. Because here in the past, the Seven of Wands, yeah, like we see them, we see the portal in the sky, we see this energy, we see this change, and like they've been pretty easy to spot, and like them coming together, there they are, but here in the future, the Page of Cups, they're focusing more like. There's new portals popping up all of the time. The Bermuda Triangle just has really unstable ones and just has a high cluster of them is really what it feels like. There's portals all over the world. There's portals all over the earth, but the Bermuda Triangle has like a massive cluster of portals that turn it into a location of like you can hop from place to place to place to place. And that's what it's kind of feeling like to me here when it comes to ley lines as well. So I hope I explained that well. Um, if not, just let me know. Like I can draw it out because that's what this is kind of feeling like to like the ley lines, the portals, everything going on in the Bermuda Triangle. Like it's actually really not that complicated of a place. People just build it up to be something a lot bigger than what it is, and it's just it's a location that has a lot of weird stuff going on below where people are trying to develop stuff and make money off of it and build homes and the such, but it's also a location that just has a high like percentage of like portals, excuse me, where stuff is going in and out all the time. So like there can be two, like there's like what is above and what is below. And so like it causes there's multiple issues causing multiple like there's multiple things going on that cause issues, and everyone kind of wants to blame it on one thing when in reality is there's like three different things going on in that area. So would I personally go to the Bermuda Triangle? Probably not. I mean, I could, but the other thing I really want to take a look at is why in the 50s, there was like a really high concentration of things going on. So I want to take a look at why was there such a high concentration and why things have kind of like really died down. Like why have things died down now? Is it because of the ley lines, or is it just because of the strength of the transatlantic stream, the Gulf Stream? So I want to take a look at that. So let's take a look here with everything. So let's take a look. Why are things kind of taking a back turn? Queen of Swords reversed. Why is this? The High Priestess reversed. Okay. The energy moved down, or the energy is dying, like not the energy that is dying off, but the strength of the magic, the strength of this is weakening. It's almost, you know how we're seeing like the poles were supposed to be reversed on Earth? That's what this is kind of feeling like. The poles were reversed, or they're getting ready to be reversed. So with that, everything changes. So with those changes, then it's like this cluster of portals is weakening up, and so because it's like poles are shifting or something's shifting that's causing new patterns, new portal clusters, and so like everything's weakening in this area because new things are going to get strengthened in other areas, or the things are going to pop up in different areas. Because from a material sense, yeah, it's all about the portals. Like the portals themselves are changing locations. They're going somewhere else. To their home, to their family, to different locations. Because the hopes and fears here, it's everything's collapsing. These locations, one, the magic hasn't been supported, or like the energy hasn't been supported, one. And two, the Gulf Stream is going down. I keep getting this. The Gulf Stream going down not ruins a lot. Well, no, it does ruin a lot. But it also weakens that area. Not just due to like whatever tourism and stuff is going on, but like it weakens the area to a point where people just can't do a lot. Because I can hear the unseen obstacles. The Eight of Pentacles. You didn't work hard enough to keep this up and running. Point blank period. Because the other negative influence. Two of Swords reversed. You made your decision. It was a bad decision, but it was a decision that you made. What's going for you? You're going to have to move, change locations, go somewhere else, because everything is moving with you. Is moving. It's going somewhere else. Here in the past, Five of Wands, it was a bountiful location. It did have a lot of stuff going for it, where people and places and the ecosystem thrived, but that people fought over this beautiful ecosystem. However, here in the future, the Four of Pentacles, it's changing. There's not going to be a lot here. It's just going to be open fields. There's not going to, and it's going to kind of be a little bit of a Scrooge McDuck type of feeling here, where there's not going to be a lot of magic. There is not going to be a lot of portals. They're changing. They're going somewhere else. It's going to really alienate this area too, because now there's not a lot of energy left, and there's like the portals that were there that were bringing people in and out aren't going to be there anymore, and it's going to be harder to get stuff there, especially when you're looking at it from like a trade perspective and the such. So that's what I'm seeing here of like, why are we seeing less and less of it? Because they're getting prepared to move, because the Earth's planetary alignments, ley lines, and the stuff are also moving as well. And I think this has to do with the poles shifting more or less. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing. But I don't know. What did y'all think? That's what I'm seeing for this whole stream. So that's what I've got. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope it was interesting. How are you guys feeling about the whole thing? And I love here at the bottom of the deck, we keep seeing the Ace of Cups, which is my portal card. So I don't know. I actually really enjoyed this. This is super fun. And here's the lines again. I don't know. But I've been having a lot of fun and the such. So I hope y'all have been having a lot of fun. I enjoyed this. This is great. These are the types of readings I absolutely love to do. One, because I love the earth and I like understanding what is going on. I love also understanding, like, how does it work? Where are things going? How does the land like move and shake and do all these different things? So like, this is like my favorite readings to do. I have so much fun. I like reading on trees and the oceans and like makeups and that stuff. So I'm so excited. But yeah, so that's what I have for tonight. Otherwise, next week, remember, next week we're going to be doing the Yuba County 5 on Thursday night, 6 o'clock p.m. Again, be here or be square. I don't care what y'all do. So that's what we're going to be doing next week, is the Yuba County 5. And then for members, keep an eye out on the community tab for members. We're going to be putting up a poll this week, looking at what this coming week, for what video or what member live topics are you guys looking to get into. If you could sit through a 5-hour Girl World stream, I could sit through all my streams. Oh yes, you can. If you can, yeah, I think I'm fairly entertaining at least. Thanks, It's Lathan. Yeah, you were wondering why beings got trapped. Yeah, it's a very weird place. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing next week. And then keep an eye out. I'm going to have some video topics coming up again for May. So keep an eye out there. Thank you, MO. I really appreciate the super chat. Thank you. So I am super, super excited. So I am probably going to end it up again. I already did a live stream earlier today, so just another one on top of it. So again, thank you so much. I will see y'all next week for the Yuba County 5. Also, if you guys are looking for personal readings, or if you're looking for maybe an in-person reading that I do over Zoom, I have that available on my website. April 19th, I will be holding in-person sessions, aka Zoom sessions, available for personal readings as well if you're interested. So check that out if that's something you want to do. Otherwise, thank you so very, very much for watching tonight, and I hope to see y'all in more videos. Paranormal readings abound coming up, so keep an eye out and keep your ears and eyes peeled for more coming. So all right, y'all, have a great rest of your night, and I will see y'all later. So bye.